360. Hey, we had a viewer do a request for Klim helmet reviews, so let's talk about some Klim helmets today. Let's see. Let's grab a couple here. There's the geared helmet. There's my 6 days helmet. And no liner in that one. And here's the new one. So let's go outside and we'll talk about these real quick.
I've been wearing these since literally day one. I can't imagine there's more than 1 or 2 people in the entire world that have more miles on a Klim helmet than I do. Maybe Jonas Street. I like it. There's some really nice features about the helmet. So let's take a couple of minutes to talk about them. As you can see, I've got a few of them here. This is the geared color pattern helmet I've been wearing for the last couple of years. So you've probably seen me in that. This is my 2009 6 days helmet. Now I finally decided I was ready for a new color, so I just got this new gray silver one. Alright. Now most of you probably know the real selling point on the Klim helmet is that it's super vented. And I mean, there really is not a cooler helmet on the market. It's got these 3 intake vents in the back, it's got a couple in the front. You go right in, you can see how vented the liner is here. Really cools well. It's as good, if not the absolute best thing on the market for that purpose. One of the things that gets overlooked is not only is it a warm weather helmet, but it's probably the best cold weather dirt bike helmet you can buy. The reason is, first of all, because of this wind stop liner. You take this thing, snap it in, and now it's really stopped all the wind from coming in through these vents. But it really insulates also. For really cool weather, I'll take a little piece of tape and block off these vents, a little piece of white duct tape here for the winter, and you won't even notice it's there. I have worn this thing in rain, snow. I've worn it snow bike riding a couple of times. It is a great cold weather helmet. The second thing that is one of my favorite parts of the whole helmet. It's the little breath deflector here. This snaps into the front of the helmet, makes a little mask for you. This obviously was intended for snowmobile use to help prevent fogging. But I put it in my helmet and it never comes out because there's some great things about it. First of all, it does keep you warm. Second of all, it really keeps dirt off your face. You know, you pull up to stop, everybody takes off their helmet, everybody's got a dirty face. I have a clean face. Obviously, if less dirt's getting on my face, I'm probably breathing less dirt in. So I use it for racing. And this thing might seem like it would be a little much for hot weather use, but even in hot weather, my opinion is that when you're breathing, your respiration, there's a lot of humidity, vapor in your breath that's kind of trapped inside here, and you actually breathe it back in. So I think it does a little bit to actually help keep you hydrated. The very last point about this is it's a great roost deflector for the motocross track. I actually have guys come up to me all the time asking where they can get one of these. Love the breath deflector. This is the old style one. They've changed the newer one a little bit. I don't like it quite as well, but it still works fine. Pretty versatile helmet. Overall, the fit and finish and features on it are good. Big visor. It adjusts. It's got 3 different adjustments. One of the things I really like about for dual sport riding is you just have those days. I have these in Mexico all the time where you have to ride in the sun first thing in the morning or in the evening. This thing has a fairly big visor and it will adjust fairly easy while you're riding it. So I can knock this thing down and keep the sun out of my eyes for that period of time. Because it has a big visor, it does catch a little bit of air on the road if you're doing a lot of road time, but it's not too bad. The rest of it, the paint, all that actually holds up really well. The latch system is all pretty good. One of the things I've really been pestering Klim about is to update their graphics packages. They really are down to basically selling like the orange and the gray and maybe a blue color, but yeah, I'd like to see some new stuff. People change their helmets every year. Klim, you guys need to step up on that. Lots of good points about the helmet. The general fit, it's very neutral. It's not too round, it's not too oval. So when we think of a ride being kind of a narrow oval shape and a Shoei being more of a traditional round shape, this really splits the difference between them. I wear a medium in this helmet and it fits me just right. Now, the first generation of helmets like these, they had a little bit of of a tendency to sit kind of high on your head, and they fit a little bit tight. They changed all of that in the second generation helmet. So if you're familiar with this helmet and how it fit, the newer generation is actually considerably different. Qualms about the helmet, they're actually fairly few. You'll notice I don't have the little plastic ducts on my helmet right here. They come with these little plastic ducts to help vent air in here. Because I'm almost 6'2", I sit pretty tall on the motorcycle, and when it comes to getting through branches and stuff, I need all the clearance I can get. So I take those off. I've caught those once or twice and kind of had them pull my neck around, so I just ride without them. If I was just doing open terrain, it really wouldn't be a big deal. I know it detracts a little bit from how much air gets directed in, but the thing still vents really good without them. The liners snap in and out really easy. They're super simple to clean. The only thing I wish they had a little better quality foam in them. They start to lose their fluff pretty quickly. So what I do when I get a helmet, I just buy a couple extra liners. That way when it starts to get a little loose feeling, I just throw a new one in there, and really that makes the helmet feel like a brand new helmet again. And I think that about covers it. For almost all the riding I do, this is what I wear. I have a few other helmets, but it's funny, every time I wear one of my other helmets, there's some feature about one of these features that I end up missing. Like the windstop liner here. This thing goes in my backpack and it just never comes out. So if I'm riding along and hit some cold weather or hit some rain, I stop, throw this thing in real quick, and I'm comfortable and good to go. So there you go. That's pretty much all the dirt on the Klim F4 helmet. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.